Good morning and welcome to the Crawford County Board of Commissioners meeting for July 28th. We'll start with the pledge of allegiance. Commissioner Leadership.
All rise.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I need approval of the minutes from the meeting on July 14th, 2021.
So moved.
Second. Properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Any approval of the minutes from the work session on July 21st, 2021.
I make that motion.
I'll second. Been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Approve the payment of bills in the amount of $3,383,809.79 for the period ending July 27th, 2021.
So moved.
I'll second. And properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. There are no executive sessions to report. And no one for public comment. We'll start with the domestic relations. Thank you.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm here to have you approve the copier maintenance and supply agreement we have with Payton Business Machines for our copiers.
So moved.
Second. Then probably moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Public safety, Greg?
Morning, everybody.
Morning, Greg.
Morning, we'd like to have your approval to construct a 195-foot communications tower in Salisbury Township using ARPA funds at a cost of approximately $350,000.
Make the motion.
I'll second. Then probably moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Thank you. And also, we'd like to approve a contract with Mobiltron to work as our project manager on the construction of the West Tower at a cost of $15,000, again paid with the ARPA funds.
So moved.
I'll second. Then probably moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Planning. You thought you were low on the list? How's that?
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Good morning, guys.
Morning,
Morning,
Jack.
Jack.
First item this morning, we're seeking approval of an invoice from Hasbrook Sand and Gravel for the Titusville Day Park project in the amount of $1,392.87. This is paid for through the City of Titusville's fiscal year 2019 CDBG program.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Next, we're seeking to ratify 2 invoice payments to Combine Construction Inc. through the 2015 TAP grant. This is for Pontiac Lakes Downtown Revitalization Project.
So moved.
I'll second. It's been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Finally, we're seeking approval of a resolution appointing 2 individuals to the Broadband Technical Advisory Committee for a term of 1 year, ending July 1st, 2022.
Make the motion.
I'll second. Any discussion? Is that the last appointments?
We have 2 more appointments we're waiting on to hear back from them.
And the total amount would be?
That's 10 people.
Yeah, okay.
Very good.
Any other discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jack.
IT? Morning, Tim.
Morning, Tim.
IT is here to ratify the purchase of hardware, maintenance of compelling data storage, hardware from Park Place Technology for $4,858.26.
So moved.
I'll second. And probably move to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Okay, where next is to ratify the purchase of video equipment installation for the courthouse assembly room from Smart Solutions for $26,234.30.
So moved.
I'll second. Been probably moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
And finally, to approve the purchase of a 20-pack license pack of switch licenses to manage county network from DES for $3,450.
So moved.
I'll second. It's been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you, Tim.
Thanks, Tim.
Crawford County Maintenance.
Morning.
Good morning, Mark.
Ask you to approve the following invoices for the courthouse remodeling projects. The new print room for $262.29 from Weber Electric, for $510. And then Home Depot for $257.19 and for $510 from Weber Electric. The new conference room in the amount of $159.99 from Ace Contractor. New finance office, the amount of $27 from Fine Print. Maintenance office remodel, the amount of $27 from Fine Print. And the new human resources office, the amount of $27 from Fine Print.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Asking to approve the purchase of aluminum tailgate for the 2020 Chevy dump truck through U.S. Municipal for $2,275. This will be paid for with liquid fuels money, and that should be saying that it's ratified.
So moved.
I'll second. Been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Ask to ratify the purchase of a Clark Carpet Master 115 Series vacuum from Walmart.com for $508.
Make the motion.
I'll second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Ask to approve to install an igniter at the Renewed Life Haven from Ray Environmental Systems for $637.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Thank you, Mark. Thanks.
Thanks, Mark.
Reports.
Morning.
Good morning, Heidi.
Morning, Heidi.
This morning, we're working on our 2021 AOPC security grant project. First thing we have to approve is the purchase of 20 UL 752 level 3 bullet resistant wall panels and 6 3.5-inch bullet resistant batten strips from Safe Wood Designs for a cost of $8,720 shipped. These are going to MDJ Titusville, Vernon, and Linesville offices.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Second thing we have is to approve the purchase of 8mm safety film for the clerical office windows of MDJ Meadville from Larry's Tint Shop Inc. for $726.
So moved.
I'll second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Requesting to purchase electronic release button system with electric slide from Mobilecom for $1,708 for the MDJ Meadville office.
So moved.
Second. Been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Requesting approval for the proposal of Heinz Construction Inc. for installation of the bullet-resistant wall panels in MDJ Titusville office. The cost is $2,560.
So moved.
I'll second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Seeking to approve the purchase of one security monitor setup from USA Choice for $738 for the Titusville office.
Make the motion.
I'll second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Seeking approval for a proposal from Thayer Home and Property Services for installation of bullet-resistant wall panels at the MDJ Vernon office. The cost is $3,950.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Seeking to approve the purchase for one level 3 bullet-resistant fixed light transaction window from Meadville Plate Glass Company, Inc. at a cost of $6,700 for the MDJ Linesville office.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Also for the Linesville office, we're seeking approval of proposal of Bruce Gehring Contractor for installation of their bullet-resistant wall panels and the transaction window for $3,875.
So moved.
Second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
We're also seeking approval of purchase of 8mm safety film for the exterior window of the clerical area from Larry's Tint Shop Inc. at a cost of $650 for that Linesville office.
So moved.
Second. Been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
We're seeking to approve purchase of viewing monitors for 2 stations from Mobilecom at a cost of $3,875 for the Linesville office. This one is portion reimbursed by the AOPC grant and a portion by the warrant fees split funds.
So moved.
Second. Been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Wiederspin,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Receiving approved purchase of 2 security cameras from USA Choice for Titusville office at $660. This is from their warrant fee split funds.
Make a motion.
I'll second. Been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Wiederspin,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
And lastly, we're seeking to approve the purchase of a burglar alarm system for the MDJD Vernon office from Mobilecom. This costs $1,998 and will be, come from their warrant fee split funds.
So moved.
Second. Been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Wiederspin.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Heidi.
Thanks for all your work on that, too. Human Services, you just can't follow that today, so.
No.
Thank you.
I seen you back there giving her pointers at the beginning about how to handle a long list.
First item I have this morning is the fiscal year 21-22 contract with BHC Advanced Services. This contract is to reimburse human services for the delivery of boundary spanner services and person-centered programming. The total contract amount is $172,280.
Make a motion.
I'll second. Been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Wiederspin,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Next item is ratification of the Human Services Block Grant for fiscal year 21-22. The budget covers mental health, intellectual disabilities, homeless assistance, some substance use disorder services, and the Human Services Development Funds. The plan runs from 7/1/21 to 6/30 of '22. The proposed budget is $4,505,565, of which $243,437 is county dollars, which is an increase of $163 over last year.
So moved.
Second. Been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Wiederspin,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Next, seeking ratification for a purchase requisition to the Titusville Area School District for the purchase of UKRU equipment. This is nonviolent crisis intervention technique. The total cost is $9,271, all paid with Systems of Care funds.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Wiederspin.
Yes.
And the last item is a 21-22 contract with Water Logic USA for 6 upgraded water dispensers. Total cost to the county is $31.72 a month.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Wiederspin,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Finance, Stephanie?
Good morning.
Good morning, Stephanie.
For your approval, I have invoices totaling $142,903.05. These were detailed at the work session last Wednesday.
Make a motion.
I'll second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Wiederspin,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you. Commissioners, are you taking both the ordinance? Okay.
So the first is an ordinance to establish parking restrictions at the county fairgrounds and to provide for enforcement of that ordinance by the fair board. The ordinance authorizes the Crawford County Fair Board to establish parking restrictions at the fairgrounds for the 2-week period that begins 7 days before the public opening of the fair and then ends on the last day of the fair. And it'll apply each year, not just this year, but each year going forward unless the ordinance is terminated. And they will authorize them to place signage up there noting where parking is not permitted, where cars would be towed in the event they were towed, to authorize ticketing, etc. So I guess that's it.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second. Been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion?
There's been issues before with people parking in fire lanes or blocking access to various venues up to the fairgrounds. And if there was, previously, if there wasn't a commissioner on the fairgrounds, the fair board didn't have the authority to have a vehicle towed. This gives them that authority if one of the commissioners aren't on the fairgrounds. So I think this will be a good help and hopefully alleviate some of the parking problems we've had in the past.
Yeah, I think that the Dean's in the audience, but they're still going to try and find who the owner it is first. They certainly want to move the car if we can, so it's not a zero tolerance. We'll try and get them to move for them. I think it's a good step. Any other discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Wiederspin.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And then The next is the approval of the release agreement between Crawford County and Kenneth Salisbury. Before voting on the proposed settlement, the Commissioners would like to issue the following statement regarding the Salisbury matter. This statement will be the Board of Commissioners' only statement on the case. While the Commissioners have been successful in defending Mr. Salisbury's claims in both federal and state court, appeals are still pending and the litigation has reached a point where it's more economical to the county to settle the matter than to continue to pay defense costs. The Board of Commissioners firmly believes that it handled the Salisbury matter appropriately at the time, and the courts thus far have upheld that view. But the time has come where financial practicalities warrant bringing the matter to a close instead of continuing to dispute Mr. Salisbury's claims based on principle. Now, I should note the amount of the agreement, although I don't have a copy of it in front of me. I believe my memory uses $13,500 is the amount. Can you confirm that, Gina?
I don't have a copy in front of me, but I believe that is correct.
All right. I believe that is the amount. Thank you.
Okay, I will make that motion.
I'll second. Been probably moved in second. Any discussion?
Okay.
Roll call.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you. Some new hires, transfers in your packet.
I would make the motion to approve the new hires and transfers list.
I'll second. Probably moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Okay, for additional information for you, the next work session is August 4th, and then full session will be August 11th. We are moving the work session for the next week after that to a Thursday. That'll be sent, we'll end up with some commissioner comments. Commissioner Weiderspan.
I'd just like to remind everybody, I'm sure everyone knows, Crawford County Fair is happening this year, coming up in less than a month. A lot of exciting things going on, all work being done to prepare for the fair, and we're going to have a great fair. Lots of things to see and do, so I appreciate all the work the fair board's done into it, and we have a fair board president, Dean Maynard here, and appreciate all the work he's done.
I'll hand these down to everybody.
Sure.
Thank you, Francis.
And of course, this is the 75th year of the fair, so there'll be a dedication and opening ceremonies for that on Sunday, the 22nd. I believe it begins at 5 o'clock in front of the History Building. To get dedication of that building and the brick walkway, and then the ceremony will move to the grandstand following that. So I invite everybody to come and enjoy the fair as we have it for 74 previous years.
Thank you. And thank you, Dean, for all you guys' work, and you guys. You have lots more to do, I'm sure. So there is a couple work sessions if you want to help out to volunteer. They have next couple weeks, painting or covering barrels or whatever Mark puts your way, I guess. So nothing above the height of what you can reach, he says. The only thing I would add is that there's been discussion about how the county spends ARPA money, and I would just tell everybody, as always, Francis and Chris on any other week is available to discuss that. And if you have a comment or how you think that the money should be spent, we're always willing to listen to anyone. We all have our email listed on the website. You can find our cell phones or our regular business phones on our account on our site as well. Please set a meeting up. I've heard some different things about it. I'm just curious what everybody else has to say, but we've always been like that. So as we go through that process, you're certainly welcome to talk about this. Any other business at all? Take a motion for adjournment.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second. We are adjourned. Thank you.